Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
How good was Drazen Petrovic actually?
He was one of the best European
actually.
players ever. Some
Actually,
say that he is the best shooter to ever play. However, Drazen Petrovic is
Because
really
you know
mentioned in
that
those
there's
conversations.
every time there's like a tragedy, everyone nicer, and they give like more credit to the person.
yeah, yeah,
Like the halo effect.
yeah. Kind of same happened with Kobe a little bit because there
Mm-hmm.
was a lot of Kobe was an asshole, Kobe was this, but kind of when he passed, everybody like switched
Yeah,
up. And,
they switched.
yeah,
Yeah. So I want to hear like from this. I want to hear like the critique. Like I don't want to hear like the critique like from people after he passed. I want to hear what they were saying about him
while he was still
while he was still active
But
and
the
playing.
thing
Give
is
him
though, nobody's gonna give him praise. His competitors are not gonna give him praise though. You get what I'm saying? You only
no,
get
but not
praise when
maybe
you
not
retire.
no, maybe not competitors.
But
The
the
media.
teammates only gonna hype him up because he's a
Mm,
teammate, and competitors are not gonna give praise.
mm.
Only after they
Or like
retire, they can
past
come back.
coaches.
They can come back and say like, okay, he was really good. So
Mm,
it's, and considering he passed in 2001, I believe. So I don't think we're gonna get
mm.
footage from before that.
as he only played in 4 NBA seasons because he tragically passed away at the age of 28. The 6'6" shooting
Four
guard is one of the
NBA
biggest
seasons.
what ifs in
Wow.
basketball history. But at the same time,
How much he's at?
That's the
6'8".
Drazen Petrovic is really mentioned in those conversations as he only played in 4 NBA seasons because he tragically passed away at the age of 28. The 6'6" shooting guard is one of the biggest
Oh,
what ifs in
6'6".
basketball history. But at the same time, he's done enough that he will forever be considered a legend. Here is the Drazen Petrovic story. He started playing professionally at the age of 15. Drazen Petrovic was born in Croatia in 1964. He first picked up a basketball because of his older brother Alexander, who turned pro when Drazen was 10 and is currently the head coach of the Brazilian national team. The whole Petrovic family caught the basketball bug, but it was Drazen who was most infected by it. The orange ball became everything to Drazen, who vowed to turn pro like his older brother. Young Drazen would wake up and shoot jumpers before school, basically for every day of his life. Then he'd go to school, have practice with Shabenka, his hometown team, and then stay after practice to shoot some more. He would be in the gym from 7 to 8 each day as a youngster, and such incredible work ethic was recognized by Shabenka's head coaches, who promoted him to a senior squad at the age of 15. And even though he was the youngest, he showed tremendous leadership qualities, and his charisma, basketball intelligence, and work ethic rubbed off on his older teammates. In the 1982-83 season, when Drazen was 18, he was already the best player on the team and probably the best player in the Yugoslavian League, which was the best league in Europe at the time. Shabenka had the youngest team and with the smallest budget in the entire league, but they also had Drazen, and the others didn't. Against all odds, the 18-year-old Petrovic led Shabenka to the finals. On his prom night, while the rest of his high school was partying, Petrovic played a deciding game in the finals of the Yugoslavian League. With Shabenka down by 1 point with 2 seconds remaining, Petrovic was fouled. He calmly hit both free throws, won the state championship, and the legend about Drazen Petrovic was starting to form. The best player in Europe. After a year of mandatory service in the military, Petrovic signed with the biggest club in Croatia, Cibona. Cibona won every competition in his first year, including the league title, cup, and the EuroLeague title, beating Real Madrid in the finals, where Petrovic scored 36 points. Next season, Drazen got even better, and the team repeated as EuroLeague champions, this time against Zalgiris, who were led by
That's
future Hall of
Sabonis.
Famer Arvydas Sabonis. In 1988, after averaging 25 points per game and winning 8 trophies with
That's what he
Cibona,
said.
Petrovic moves to Spain to play for Real Madrid, the richest European club. Drazen was tormenting Real in the EuroLeague for years, and they wanted to sign him at all costs. Petrovic signed the first $1 million contract in European basketball history, but it paid off for Real,
Oh, he
even
was
though he
good.
spent only 1 year in Spain's capital. Drazen won the Spanish Cup for Real, beating Barcelona in the finals and winning the finals MVP. Drazen's 42 points in the finals game is a record that still
Damn.
stands. Petrovic also led the club
Wow,
to
it still
victory in the
stands.
second-tier European Cup final against Caserta, scoring an unbelievable 62 points in the finals.
Damn.
After averaging 29 points per game for Real, Petrovic was looking for new challenges. By the age of 24, he won on every level in Europe, and his crazy competitive drive signaled it was time to leave. He left money on the table and bought out part of his contract to join the Portland Trailblazers, who picked him with the 60th overall pick in 1986. Starting from the bottom in the NBA,
How many
Petrovic's arrival to the United
is it
States in
pick from
1989
100 or?
60. He got the last pick. Yeah.
Oh, that's
So
so
basically,
lucky.
that was like a throwaway pick. Yeah.
Ooh.
was
What
similar
does
to the
that
scene of
pick
Eddie.
mean?
It was like, oh, we'll get this guy. If he flops, he flops. It's like whatever. But anything second round is like not a serious pick. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's been some very good serious second round picks. Like, yeah, Jokic is a second round pick, but like generally speaking, their second round picks are not worth much. So they're kind of second round picks are considered gambles. Yeah, so 60th was a gamble. Basically.
Murphy's arrival in the 1980s.
It's like a low value. They basically sell it for a couple $100,000. Yeah.
Wow, wait, so he's taking a pay cut? No? He said he buy out the rest of his contract.
I don't know if
and
it's
he
a
was
fake,
taking
but it
pay
was a
cut.
risk for sure.
88 hit
Ooh.
movie Coming to America. Just like Prince Hakeem in the movie, he was royalty back home and was widely recognized as the best basketball player in Europe. But once he came to America, that all changed, and he had to fight even to become part of the rotation, let alone a starter or having a leading role on the team. Petrovic was one of the 4 European players who came to the NBA in 1989, which was the first time in league history that non-American players started playing in the NBA without prior college experience. The Europeans were considered as lesser players at the time, and people were skeptical when they got drafted, even though they dominated the EuroLeague for years. So when
Do you
came to
think
Portland,
they're still
Petrovic
like
was
have this viewpoint, or now it's changed?
Now it's changed. Just the Europeans are the best players in the league right now, basically.
Who's the best right now?
Well, debatable, but like if you take like top 5, let's say. So what you got? Jokic, Giannis.
You wanted to rhyme?
Yeah, make everyone itch. Giannis, Luka. That's 3. Who else you want to put in there? SGA, Canadian.
I don't know this one.
Uh, And I don't even know who's the 5th. Up for debate. I don't know. Jason Tatum or somebody. Steph, LeBron. I don't know. Whoever you want to pick. Like, as you know, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5.
International player,
No, but they're the best period. So and
Oh.
4 out of 5 would be international. You know.
deeply surprised that he got relegated from a superstar to the end of the bench. He played just 12 minutes on
What
average
about
on a
Tony
Blazers
Parker?
team that got to the NBA Finals in 1990.
Tony Parker
and
is.
Dirk Nowitzki.
They retired decade
They're
ago.
not considered great anymore. Like
Well, they
most of the
retired.
greats.
I'm talking about the right now.
Now?
Yeah,
Okay.
now.
Even though he shot 46% from 3 as a rookie, the 3rd best percentage in the entire league. Trade to the Nets.
Okay.
As
Yeah,
always,
46%,
Drazen worked
that's
tirelessly in the
ridiculous.
offseason, mostly to improve his body. In Europe, basketball players never lifted weights in the 80s, which was Petrovic's only deficiency when he came to the States. In Portland, I played against Clyde
I wonder
Drexler in
how
practice a lot. I couldn't handle it. I would score on him once or twice, and he'd give me 20. I wondered what I was
How
doing
does
here, and if I made a
weightlifting
mistake.
help you with
Strength.
basketball?
Strength. They post you up. They bump you out in the post. You weak. You gotta be
yeah.
strong.
That reminds me, the French, the W, the
Wembanyama?
yes, because when he came, he's very skinny. I said, how is this? guy
Yeah,
gonna
he
play
he
basketball?
needs to
And they say he has
get a
to
little
get some
stronger.
weight, get
Yeah.
stronger.
Mhm.
Mistake leaving Europe. And then I realized, without physical strength, you are nobody and nothing. Drexler and Petrovic became great friends, and Clyde was one of the first people to advise Petrovic to leave Portland once they added another shooting guard in Danny Ainge. If Rick Adelman and the Blazers realized sooner what kind of player they had, maybe they would have won a championship against Jordan and the Bulls in 1992. They didn't. Petrovic played even less in his second season and requested a trade after 18 games. He moved to New Jersey and he immediately proved that he could compete with the Americans. In about 20 minutes of playing
Wow,
time,
so
the
second
Croatian
time
guard averaged
again.
12.6 points on 50% shooting and 37% from 3. But the best was yet to come.
You're able to switch
First, a
from
European
teams like
star
that
in the
easily?
NBA.
Well, they trade you. You know, you can't switch, but the team has to trade you.
But he placed in the request, and it seemed it was easy for him to get traded.
I guess. I mean, I don't know how true it is that he placed a request. I don't think back in the 90s players had that power,
Mm-hmm.
especially a bench player like that. I don't think he had the power to place
Because
the
now
request.
this is his third trade.
first trade.
No, he was in Portland, and then
Yeah.
he went to somewhere else
Now,
before
now
New
he's
Jersey.
going. No, now he's going to New Jersey from Portland.
Oh. So he spent how many time
In Portland?
Portland?
From how I
1
understand,
year
like a
or
year.
First
year?
season
Oh,
with
a
the
year.
year?
Nets, Petrovic blossomed. He bulked up, learned the NBA game, and his confidence could never waver anymore. He knew that he belonged and that he could drop 20 on anybody. Petro, as they called him,
'Cause now he has a
became
better
starter
position in the
1991-92
Nets.
season,
Mhm.
and his
Okay.
numbers skyrocketed. He led the team in scoring with 20.6 points per game on phenomenal 51% shooting and 44% from 3, the second best mark in the league. Drazen and Derek Coleman pushed New Jersey to their first playoff berth in 6 years. The Nets lost to Cleveland in the first round, but it was hardly Petrovic's fault. He again led the Nets in scoring with 24.3 points per game and 54% shooting from the field. After the season, Drazen led Croatia to their first Olympics as an independent country. The Croats had a good team with 3 future Hall of Famers in Dino Radja, Toni Kukoc, and Drazen, and it's no surprise they got to the finals against the Dream Team. Drazen's coach with the Nets, Chuck Daly, also coached the Dream Team. And here's what he
Wait,
said.
he
Of
played.
all
They
the
played
world's
against the
players,
Dream
Petro was the
Team.
only
He played against when they went to this is the Olympics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he went to go play for Croatia,
Mm-hmm.
and they played against the Dream Team,
Mm-hmm.
and the Dream Team lost.
No, they won. It was the Dream Team, Marshall. It's called the Dream Team for a reason.
What year was this?
92.
I like this. This is the year with the the one Lithuania. They had the nice
Yes.
shirt. This
Yes.
1992 jersey. That one is
Yes.
nice.
Mhm.
Ooh, oh, that would have been so cool to beat the Dream Team in
He wanted to
'92,
go-
but they didn't have a chance. I'm
So,
sorry.
The
They didn't
Dream
have a chance.
Team wiped
They didn't have a
everybody.
chance.
That's why they call the Dream
That's
Team.
why I'm wondering. Wait, what year is this?
Come on, stop it.
As without holding back. He
They
really
placed
was not afraid.
second?
It seems like it,
Oh,
yeah.
that's not bad. That's pretty good.
I think Lithuania was third that year.
Oh no, I'll be talking trash. That's a big
us.
feat to come
All
second.
NBA
to
season
big
within
team.
Hold up, let me see 92 Olympics.
92?
Yeah, I want to see what was the.
Lithuania was third.
I believe so, yeah.
Oh, that makes that jersey even more epic. Wow. Because there was the anniversary. The anniversary of the 92 games was what? 3 years ago? 3 years ago, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
3 years ago. And they did
Yeah.
a whole documentary
Cro-
about it.
Croatia's 2, Lithuania's 3, yeah. We got third.
Wow.
I think,
Wait, so what was the score?
I think Lithuania got beat.
Hey, yo, you guys need to talk about that.
I
Did
think
y'all
Lithuania
celebrate?
got
No, did
beat
they
by the
celebrate that?
States and the.
They must have celebrated that. But wait, wasn't Croatia going through like some
Yeah,
stuff? though?
Lithuania.
How Croatia playing in 92 when they got like their stuff?
They
going on?
declared independence already.
Oh,
that-
and they went to go play basketball.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Lithuania got wiped by the States by like 50 points in the semifinal. Yeah. Croatia lost by what?
How much?
4. Yeah.
How
about
many?
30.
Not
32.
bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Dang, y'all got washed. Wait, then so who Croatia beat out to get to two?
Sis. What the fuck is
Who?
sis? Sis. I don't know what the fuck sis is.
That's epic. They don't talk about that.
What the fuck
Y'all,
is
you guys
sis?
didn't celebrate that?
Oh,
that
unified team. This was a joint team consisting of 12 of 15 former Soviet republics
Wait,
that
so
chose to
wasn't it just
compete
Croatia?
together.
Wait, so it's Croatia?
No, they beat former Soviet republics. That's who they beat in the semifinal
I don't understand.
by 1 point. Former Soviet Union.
Like, who's in it?
All but the Baltic states, because the Baltic states said, "Nah, we're doing it
We put our own
separately." Yeah.
team.
To be fair though, if the Baltics were there, like if Lithuania was there,
Yeah, so
Croatia
what
might
was-
have lost,
lost?
but yeah, because Lithuania said we're taking our talents to Palanga.
Yeah. Wow, that's a cool year
Yeah.
for Olympics. Dang. That's the best jerseys was in Lithuania, 1992. That's epic. That's epic for Croatia.
Nets and a tragic
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website to sell them.
trip to Germany. After the silver medal at the Olympics, Petrovic had the best season of his career. He wasn't a
That's
novice
cool.
anymore.
Can
He
I
was
see
the
go
best
back? Can
player
I
on his
see
team,
it?
and
See what?
There was a picture. Oh, what?
Silver.
Oh, what's in his hand? It looks so interesting.
A bouquet of flowers.
and his leadership skills began to show. Petro averaged 22.3 points that season, which was the 11th best scoring average in the entire league. He was also among the league leaders in efficiency, with 52% shooting from the floor, 45% from three, and 87% from the free throw line. As one of the NBA's top scorers, Petro was supposed to be the first European All-Star, but he was unfairly denied that opportunity. However, he was just too good to ignore and got selected to All-NBA third team. Only Jordan, Stockton, Dumars, and Mark Price got more votes than Petrovic. And let's mention that Drexler, Reggie Miller, and Mitch Richmond got left out, which tells you how hard it was to get selected. The Nets had another winning season, but they once again lost in the first rounds of the Cavaliers, this time in 5 games. After the NBA season, Drazen flew home to play in the European qualifiers with Croatia, which would, unfortunately, happen to be the last basketball games he ever played. Petrovic could have easily skipped those qualifiers because he had a long NBA season and Croatia had already secured seeding for the championship, but he wanted to play and lead by example. After he dropped 30 against Slovenia in the qualifying tournament in Germany, his teammates were boarding a plane to return home, but Drazen wasn't there. Petrovic didn't want to wait for the commercial flight and had decided to drive to Croatia with his girlfriend. Sadly, for his family, friends, and basketball fans worldwide, the Volkswagen Golf with Petrovic sleeping on a passenger seat had crashed into a truck on the German motorway, and Drazen Petrovic died on the spot at the age of 20.
Oh, so he died in 93. Why did I think he died in 2001? Yes, when we did the other video, it said that it died in 2001.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Legacy. Jordan's mentality, Kobe's work ethic, and Steph's shooting. When he was asked about playing one-on-one with Jordan, who would win that game, Drazen Petrovic said without hesitation, it depends on who would have the ball first. If I had it first, I believe I would win. Now, I don't believe Drazen could actually beat Jordan one-on-one, but it was glaringly obvious that he believes it 100% and that he has the ultimate confidence in his shot and his ability. Jordan confirmed this as well. It was a thrill to play against Drazen. Every time we competed, he played aggressively. He wasn't nervous, and he came at me as hard as I came at him. Just like Jordan or Kobe, Drazen was a leader, a walking bucket, and a killer competitor. Each and every day in practice, he would be the first guy to come and the last guy to leave the gym. Nobody put more pressure on him or had higher expectations for him than Petrovic himself, who had a maniacal work ethic, very similar to Kobe Bryant. 6 or 7 in the morning, it doesn't matter. There's cleaning ladies and I. They would do their work, I would do mine and make 500 shots. I never missed a morning workout. Drazen. With 43.7 behind the arc, Petrovic is 4th on the NBA all-time list for three-point percentage, about 0.5% better than Steph Curry, who is currently in 6th place. And if you ask Reggie Miller, he'll say that about half.
That's not a 0.5%. That's a full 1.1%.
Oh.
How's
So
that?
why is it
I don't
stats
know.
wrong?
Petrovic is the best shooter ever. When LeBron got asked who's the best European player ever, first he said Dirk, and then he corrected himself and said Petrovic.
it's
Whether you
Dirk
agree with LeBron and Reggie or
Nowitzki.
not,
I
Drazen
love Dirk
Petrovic was without
Nowitzki. What a
doubt the
cutie
top 5
pie.
or top 10 shooter who ever played, and top 5 European player ever. He paved the way for the Tony Parkers, Nowitzkis, and Ginobilis of the world, who all had an easier path because of Drazen, who came to the NBA first and proved that European players could play. And when he could embarrass Hakeem Olajuwon like this, who was one of the best defensive players
Oh.
ever, and then sink a
was
shot in his
that?
face, then
He
it's
did
easy
this
to see why
thing.
they call
It's a fake. You're a
He
fake
tapped
pass.
the ball into his calf.
He faked that he passed, so the guy stops and looks away, and then he started.
Oh, have you ever done a move like this before?
A fake?
Yeah.
Fake pass?
Is that hard to do?
I mean,
Is
yeah.
it- you, have,
Fake.
you have to kind of get into your acting.
Yeah, you kind of act like you're gonna pass the ball out, but
I think I've seen you did it before. One time, you did this thing where you pretend you're looking at this, but you're really passing the ball. I saw you did that one time. I was like,
that's
oh.
Paul Drazen, a basketball
that's called a no look pass. Alright.
Oh, okay. Can I see the comments? Maybe
Mhm.
someone can correct the statistic.
Jordan's mentality, Kobe's work ethic, Curry's shooting. That's all you need to know about this man. I was born shortly after he died. My dad was a huge Petrovic fan and ended up naming me Drazen. Oh. Drazen was my neighbor.
It's probably the same person.
I'll-
He copy and paste so everyone could know that's my neighbor.
Nah,
We seen the story. Yeah.
I don't know about the story. He was ahead of his time. Put him in today's NBA, and he would fit right in. Seems like it. Based on what I'm seeing from these videos describing his game, it does seem like his current would be a more current player. Drazen Petrovic is the only player in the NBA history to average 20 points per 36 minutes, shoot over 50% overall, and 40 for distance for a career. Oh wow, cool. For some Americans, he was the greatest shooter ever. For many Europeans, he was the greatest player ever.
What does it sound like?
Huh?
Is he the greatest European player, do you think?
It's hard to say. The game has changed. I don't
I
like.
wanna see the
I don't
stats.
like calling old players from back in the day the greatest ever because that implies that the game hasn't evolved. I believe the people now are more talented because the game has evolved. So I think the current players are better, and not just him. That's why I don't believe Jordan is the best because I believe the game has evolved. So I think he might have been the best then. You know.
Do you
best
think he
year.
would survive today?
I think yeah, he's capable. As long as he can shoot, would survive. That's no question about it. But to call him greatest European when we have Luka, Giannis, Jokic, I don't know if I can go that far.
Okay. Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. Share as much kindness as possible. Bye, guys.